hope nothing's actually going on. I need to do a couple of things. Okay, so let me know if you can. I hate this. My phone froze on me. I'm just trying to get the volume and everything together. So let me see if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. When you said your phone froze
Okay.
I can hear you loud.
Alright, bet. So let me do a couple of things, so I'll send it to YouTube. I'll do that. And then I'm going to give me 1 second. Like I said, I forget I have to kind of promote this stuff. Hey yo, no! 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 I'm not trying to sacrifice anything. That's the last thing I need. Like I said, just give me a second. I wasn't really expecting to do this. I gotta try and so I'll do that, and I'll put that in here, and then I guess I'll also I keep ignore what you hear in the background. That is my brother watching an old Yu-Gi-Oh episode. So I'll send that to her. Okay, so maybe I'll send some more later. I think I've just about got everything. All right, so hello again. Welcome back to this.
Welcome back.
Yes, turn that down some. All right, thank you. So, heart of the cards equals cheating. I mean, you're not wrong. We all know that, like, Yugi, or, well, a Tim, rather, is a cheater. Michael, put the headphones in if you're gonna... Hold on a second. Pre-sale is 3 days away. Okay, so I was just reading a message on something. So, yeah, I felt good enough today that I would decide that I was going to stream again. I don't expect it to be as crazy as the last one, because the last one was really weird. But I figured I'd come back, because I had a lot of fun last time, so bump it. And after actually going outside and touching grass, as it were, I just felt like it was a good time to, give it another try. Plus, it's a casual Sunday. I know not too many people are doing anything like myself, unless you're at a convention this weekend. But, so yeah. So, a little side note, I played some of this off stream earlier, and I also changed a couple of things in regards to the mode I'm playing right now, which is custom mode. So I'm gonna kind of update you guys on that. So how's everybody Sunday for whoever's watching? I hope the weekend has been as favorable to you as it's been for me. The first major change is I used to have a fire grenade, but I ended up turning it into an ice grenade because one, ice is just that much better. And two, when I used the fire grenade, it wasn't as helpful as the ice grenade. So it didn't necessarily slow down as much as I would have liked. With this spear, I shall end the judgment. I imagine that's probably what's going to be happening pretty soon. Maybe at Clash of the Castle, I have no idea. I was asked to share the stream on Twitter, but I don't have Twitter active on my phone at the moment. But yeah, I just decided to go with Ice Grenade instead of the fire one. And that's really about it, to be perfectly honest. Oh, the other thing that I did, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Yeah, these are all, this pile of corpses here, this is all me. This is all when I died. Or how many times I died, rather. So while I was off stream, I actually got the Flawless Concierge outfit, which basically means that I was able to, like, no-hit the Concierge, so I was able to beat him without him touching me once. I was in the middle of unlocking it, and I wanted to see, like... Wait. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm supposed to be going here. Teabagging corpses in 2022. Listen, that's really weird. Like, if you do that in this game and you acknowledge those corpses are yours, like, are you technically teabagging yourself? That's so weird. That's so weird. But yeah, the weekend has been very interesting. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say interesting, but it's definitely been different from previous weekends. Like I said, I actually went out. I actually caught up with a few friends. Had a relatively good time. The only weird thing that happened was that at the Walgreens where we were by, at that Walgreens, we ran into somebody fairly familiar who I'm not necessarily going to talk about, not because I hate her or anything, I just don't want to talk about it. Look at these motherfuckers, bro. They are rolling deep, and I am not a fan. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Anyway. So yeah, I'm not necessarily a fan. Like, there's nothing here. But yeah, I ran into somebody that, like, I used to be cool with. But things change, and so do people. So it didn't make me sad that I'm no longer friends with them or anything like that, but I do acknowledge that I was still cool with them. So. Also, a bit of a side note, so it is only August, and I don't want this to seem like I hate, like, pumpkin flavored anything. And this is going to be something really weird to bring up in stream, but I am going to bring it up. So, it's August. We've still got about maybe 2 weeks of August left, roughly, if I'm not mistaken. And, like, the pumpkin flavored stuff, including, like, pumpkin spice lattes, have already started. And, like, the leaves haven't even started changing colors yet. And we already have, like, pumpkin spice near everything. And I'm just like, Come on, you guys. It's like, y'all, it's August. Now, to be fair, we barely get good into, like, I would say October before people start selling Christmas stuff. So it is a fair trade-off in a way, but like at the same token, I just don't understand. Pumpkin Spice dashes off screen, be like, oh no, Maine, not you too. Oh my god. So funny story about Pumpkin Spice actually. So one of my former coworkers, who I miss very much, so it turns out that I was talking to her one morning, and she was like, "Oh, Pumpkin Spice came into the picture," and she was like, "Oh, I hate Pumpkin Spice flavor," and it was weird because, as a lot of us know, and this is not to be like crazy or anything like that, but usually when you see people, you know, with pumpkin spice, it's kind of a stereotypical thing. I'll just leave it like that. So I was extremely surprised when I found out that she didn't drink it because she didn't like it. Now, I do want to preface that by saying, if you gave me a glazed, like, pumpkin spice donut along with, like, apple cider donuts, like, if you gave me those, I'd be set for life. Like, you'd never hear a complaint from me ever again. But, like, otherwise, and I don't even necessarily have an issue with pumpkin spice in and of itself, but it's just like, why does it show up so, like, this music really is. Why does it show up so much, like, before the leaves even start changing color? But again, you could argue that, like, a lot of people start planning Christmas stuff before it's even December. Like, we barely get through, like, Labor Day, and we'll have, like, some of September 11th, but otherwise than that, like, pumpkin spice does kind of, you know. So to a degree, I can understand it being like the law of equivalent exchange. It was just something I noticed. But I know this, he really enjoys it. You know what? Shut the fuck up. You know damn well I can't have any godforsaken peanut chews. You want to know? Actually, I was just reminded of something. I was reminded of something a little while ago. So, I don't know if you know this, but when Kenny Omega came back, he was listed as his favorite candy being Charleston Chews. And I thought that was really hilarious. I could not stop laughing for whatever reason. It was just really funny to me. I'm like, why is it that his favorite candy of all things is like the Charleston Chew? Because I kept remembering that you keep making jokes about peanut chews, and then that comes up. So that was a little funny thing that I remembered. What's not funny though is what happened to Chris Statlander, honestly. A part of me is kind of concerned that she might stop wrestling pretty soon, because it seems like every time they have something for her, or every time she's going to be a part of something important, it seems like for the most part, she gets hurt. Like, she tore one ACL, and then came back, and she was all good, and then now she's torn the other ACL, and is going to be gone for 6 to 8 months. And that could equate to, like, most of the year, to be honest. So, I don't know. It's just really sad, honestly. I feel really bad for her. Because now we don't even know what the plans are going to be for her moving forward at this point. Like before, she might be related to Fredfish. Oh God. You know, you mean related to Seth Fredfish Rollins. Which, if that is the case, by God, I think that is one of the worst people to actively be related to. That is... Hey, yo, you hit me one... Did you die already? Damn. I'm not about to use all my potions on you, bro. You are an idiot and are somehow still alive. I love this. Hey, yo, the rat! Hey, yo, what? And little did he know, it was never about power. It was all about control. Oh yeah, man, I meant to tell you. So it looks like Nikita may not be the perfect woman after all. So you remember how I mentioned like to you before that I don't know if you heard this report. So apparently the reason why Zoe Stark missed the women's tag team title tournament was because she was injured. Now, with that being said, that's perfectly fine. Those injuries happen. We wish her a speedy recovery. It turns out the reason that Nikita didn't get a second partner, she couldn't get into Canada because she wasn't vaccinated. So I sat here and I'm like, oh nah, you're unvaccinated. I can't vibe with you now. Like, you can't be out here unvaccinated. That's unkosher. That's unkosher. I can't do that. So, as far as it goes with me right now, Nikita's kind of on probation. You can't be having unvaxxed people in the household. That ain't gonna work. So that's why Nikita didn't have a second partner, and why they ended up replacing them with a Toxic Attraction instead. Which, by the way, a lot of people wanted Toxic Attraction in the tag team tournament to begin with. So now it has me thinking. She hasn't been to New York, right? You know why I asked that. Is it because of the monkeypox thing? That why? I don't necessarily know if she's been to New York. To be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea. She might. No, I don't think she has. I don't think so. But again, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's why everyone's favorite Thickums was not able to do whatchamacallit. So there's that. Put this in. My room door. Alright, my room door is closed because it was hot. So yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think she's been to New York as of yet. I'm not sure. But I am very disappointed that she's like unvaccinated. But I think it kind of plays into that one. Oh my god, I got hit. Please. I moved out of the way of that. That was whatever. Well, at least I know where the lighthouse is. Thank goodness none of us applied for the slick effect, because otherwise we'd be getting... Well, I don't know. That, depending on how everything works out, like, that might be me at, like, Anime NYC. Like, against my will, like, I get hit with, like, the slick effect, because my friends, who may not be in the chat right now, but they know who they are, and they know what they did, or what they plan to do. They decided that the... What in the... Bro, all I want to do is try to find a shop and it... Perfect! Alright, let's see what we got. The victims remain. Slow down thoughts. Ooh! I think I'm gonna hold on to the... I think I'm gonna do that one. Assassin's Dagger. No. I really don't want a shield, bro, because explosive crossbow, ammo +3. Oh, fuck, dude. I screwed the pooch on that one. I should have took the blood sword, but there's nothing I can do. At least not right now. I'm gonna head to the lighthouse because I am not gonna risk me dying any longer. Not gonna do that. No siree, Bob. Not that I won't be there for as support, but I gotta say this. Thank goodness this ain't me. I mean, like I said before, I don't even really know if that actually is gonna happen. To be perfectly honest. If it does, I would be kind of upset. But I don't even think that's actually going to happen. So that's why I didn't really bug out about it all that much. Alright, time for now the hardest fucking fight. This is really gonna be a pain in the ass. But I made it to this point off stream so that I can try and face them on stream. Just to see how this goes. So I forgot to mention that the other reason that I decided that I was going to use the ice grenade instead. I'll explain in a second. Okay. So, oh my God, Soul, hello. I didn't think you were gonna pop up when I shared it in the chat because I didn't know what conversation was going on. But the reason that I switched up to both the Frost Blast and the Ice Grenade is because honestly, that's me. The reason why I switched up is because I would freeze the enemy and then throw a firebomb at them, and all they would do is just like still come at me. So the goal is to keep as much ice damage as possible. So that's what we're going to do, or that is the goal. Calliope. How did I get hit? What? I just gotta remember to stay a little bit calm. Oh God, really? Really? Okay. I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm really... Oh, this is taking a minute. Yeah, the other one. Oh, this is good. Oh my god. Okay.
How much?
Oh yeah, my night 1 and 2 cards, how did they look? I will get back to you as soon as this part is over, honestly, because...
Okay.
Really? God, let me get a break. God. Whew. Okay. I do. Sloppy. No! No! I just want this to end! No! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is too much. I know a lot of that was because I started getting heavily nervous. And because of that, I started getting kind of sloppy. And that always happens towards like the end of the fight because I'm so close. Not to mention the damage that I was getting from the weapon I was using that fight. It didn't do nearly as much as it more than likely should have. And unfortunately, because of that, oh my god! Because of that, I suffered another L. Oh, every time. But I can't be mad because, like I said, there was a portion before I even got to the lighthouse where I should have initially been, there's a weapon that inflicts the status of bleeding, and really that's what I should have gotten, especially if I was doing the thing. But I did not, and that is what ultimately with this game, usually the first bad decision that you make is normally what costs you in the long run. So I'm gonna go to custom one more time, and I'm gonna switch to the blood sword. I believe. Thank you. It's like I know I have like 2/3 of the fight down. Like if I had the 2/3 of the fight that I have down, like I'm good with. But as soon as I get to that last one and they tie it together with that one sister, it just becomes too much. And then I choke. I hate it so much. I hate it. But I learned one thing. I learned that the strategy does indeed work. And I just need to make sure that the weapon I'm doing damage with is the same weapon that's gonna... What's the word? When I upgrade it, it's gonna scale better in regards to damage. Oh. Alright, so now that I'm back at the beginning and I know this level pretty well. Are you kidding me? I have to restart. Yep. I'm not trying to go for a no damage run, you guys, just to let you know. But there's a reason behind why I end up restarting as much as I do. So there is that. But as far as nights 1 and 2 goes, I think they look pretty damn good, to be honest. I think both main events are right where they should be, based on how you explained it to me when you were talking about it. Ooh, oh no. Alright, back. But yes, Soul, thank you for your belief. This kind of goes into like what I was talking about before. Like I'll be so close and then like I'll get to the last part and then choke out in some way. But in this case, it was more so a decision that I didn't make ended up being the reason why I didn't don't mind if you hear my brother singing in the background. This is kind of why I prefer... So, the story behind why I haven't been streaming in a very long time was because at first, I had told myself that I was not going to be streaming until I was out of the house, because I wanted to not necessarily be disturbed, but I also know how my brother is, and I know that sometimes it's not something that he can completely control. So, you know, even though I would kind of prefer, you know, there's nothing he can necessarily... Oh, I don't even have a gold. What does my item do? It does 3. So that was the entire reason, or well, most of the reason. Also, like I was explaining in the chat before, I did not feel like I was really good at streaming, especially when I would watch like a lot of people. So I would watch like not anybody here, but like whoever was there yesterday. So I'd watch Neko, and I'd watch Gladys, and Gladys's husband James. I'd watch him, and I'd watch a couple of people and be like, I'd be like, yo, like, oh, I fucking hate this so much. But anyway, so I always thought about it, and I was just like, yo, I was just like, I cannot be that level of like entertaining. Also, excuse me, my rage is not really, I guess my rage is not really like rage, because I don't really play rage games like that. So you'll never catch me here playing like, as weird as this is gonna sound, you'll never really see me playing something like a geometry dash or anything like that. Like, nothing that's gonna raise my blood pressure is something you're gonna see on the street. I went to the bathroom. What did I miss? You didn't really miss too much of anything, because this is kind of a game where, like I said before, if you die, no matter how far you get, you have to start at the very beginning. So right now, I'm just kind of going through and leveling myself back up. And just kind of talking on why I didn't, or why I stopped streaming for the time that I did. That's really it. Because, like Katana Zero, oh my god, I actually still have yet to finish Katana Zero. I also was saying to excuse what you hear in the background, because Michael's listening to his stuff, and I know a lot of that is stuff he can't control. So if you hear him in the background, that's fine. Oh, I keep getting fucking hit, and it's irritating because I saw my friend beat it recently. It looks so hard. It can be, to be perfectly honest. You know, now the good thing, I can't hear him. Game volume is loud. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Let me see if I can turn that down a little bit. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Do let me know if anything happens to get like too loud or anything like that. I'm not trying to blow anyone's eardrums out. But yeah, as far as Katana Zero, the only difference between this game and Katana Zero is that if you die, my ears are great. The only difference between this game and Katana Zero is that when you play Katana Zero and you die, really it's not so bad because you don't start all the way at the very beginning of Katana Zero. You go back to the start of the level, which could be tedious, but for the sake of my own sanity, I'd rather do like the level more than I would do going back to the beginning of the episode. You die in one hit in Katana Zero too. Yeah, that is one thing that like always really kind of got me. It was always the one thing that always caused me to die. Like, I've had to take like hour-long breaks after playing Katana Zero because I'd be so irritated. Just because like I'd have it and then out of nowhere like I'd get sniped, and then I found out about the drift in my Joy-Con, and it was just a mess. So I do like the game. I like it a lot. Anytime I haven't played it for a substantial period of time, I usually start from the beginning. So if I were to put it back on the Switch, I would probably have to play it from the beginning again. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I'm a little bit tired. So, but yeah, Katana Zero is fun, but it definitely, if you aren't a big fan of raging, or if you aren't a big fan of constantly having to start over, do not recommend. -9 out of 10, do not recommend. But to me, the game is fun. To me, the game is fun. Oh, by the way, so while I was out yesterday, in my pursuit to actually, you know, go outside, interact with people, touch some grass. So in my pursuit of doing this, right? My friend, because I was at his new place. So it turns out that he happened to have been watching, for all my 90s babies, he was watching all that. And I was watching it with him before our other friend came in. And I didn't realize just how, not off the wall, but just how, like, oh, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm not about to keep going through this. You want to hit me? Fine. You got it. No, you know what? I am gonna. But yeah, so we were watching all that, and it's only then when it hits me that, real talk, what we had in the 90s was just like super risky. Oh. Like, knowing what I know now, I didn't realize just how crazy we had with like shows back in the day versus now. And I don't mean that in any particularly bad terms. It's just crazy to realize how much like the times have changed from then versus now. Like, even going back to watch stuff like I would say probably Ren and Stimpy or anything like that. Like, man, it's something else. So, it was still very funny, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like any particular dark humor or anything that's like extremely like homophobic or racist or whatever. But like, there was some stuff that wouldn't fly back then on now. That's all I'm gonna say. But also, I kind of don't trust it because, like, Dan Schneider had a hand in that show, and learning what I know now about Dan Schneider, I don't really fuck with him like that. So, which is sad because he also had a hand in Victorious and iCarly. iCarly was okay. I still think Victorious was the better show, but I still think Victorious was the better show, but either way, like, Schneider had a hand in both of those. Yeah, the feet man! Like, whenever I would watch something like iCarly related, or Victorious, I never understood why feet would be so important into, like, the subject matter. I'm like, what is this motherfucker on? Like, it was, and I don't kink. I don't. But, like, that's one of the things that, like, this chat really, this really took a turn for the worse. But, what I was trying, my God. What I'm trying to say is, I don't kink shame, but feet is a deal breaker for me. No, full stop. And, like, it was always so strange seeing Homeboy awful. Well, are you talking about what the chat just turned into, or are you talking about Dan Schneider? Because if you're talking about the chat, I mean, yeah, that's what this kind of turned into. But if you're talking about Dan Schneider, you're also correct. Like, he's part of the reason why, well, I'm not going to necessarily fully say Jeanette McCurdy, because I know she had a thing with her mom. I'm talking about the, yeah, like, I don't understand it, bro. I never will. But yeah, I don't mess with Dan Schneider. No matter what the shows he put on, like, I know there are a lot of people that ended up down bad because he was a fucking creep, and I don't have any sympathy for a dude like that. I'm gonna try and stop saying the N-word, because I know some people that happen to pop in the chat are not of the people of color variety. So I'm gonna try not to say it as much. But yeah, fuck that shit. That said, yeah, the 90s shows were like, they were something different. What about Dan Green? Well, I haven't heard anything about Dan Green other than the fact that he plays the most despicable cheater in all of history, Yugi Moto. So, as far as I know, like, him and everybody else that was involved in Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice-wise, as far as I know, they're good in my book. Although I haven't heard Dan Green in a minute. I wonder what he's been up to. I'm very curious, because it seems like after Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, outside of a couple of things he does for, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championships and stuff like that, outside of that, I haven't heard anything about him. So, I don't know. Very hard to say. So, but as far as I understand, he's good in my book unless proven otherwise. You know, if proven otherwise, then, you know, we may have an issue. But so far, he's good in my book. I didn't mean to go quiet again. I just didn't want to. But yeah, I'll never understand. It's really mean, I'm pretty sure I heard Yugi's voice in Mirage of Blaze. What is that? Mirage of Blaze? I've never heard of it. I'm going to assume it is an anime. I'm going to assume. Speaking of anime, honestly, I can't wait until next year. I am very excited for next year. Next year has so much, and I'm pretty sure, like, you know, it's kind of the basic stuff that some people may not entirely be into, but, like, oh, it is an anime, and I got this. You know what? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I do care because I don't want to die, but I don't care if I get hit. I'm not gonna I'm gonna keep drawing in the background. Good luck, murder. Well, thank you. If you're just gonna like be in the chat while you're doing your thing, thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, next year is gonna be so good for anime, bro. Bungo Stray Dogs, which is another anime that has a 4th season that I can't wait for. That's gonna be fire. Still waiting for Fire Force, to be perfectly honest. I still would like for Fire Force to continue, even though the manga's over. But Fire Force, Bungo Stray Dogs, maybe, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Lurk to your heart's content. Unlike some people on Twitter that say that, like, you know, lurking is for 8-shit people, I more than appreciate it because the fact that y'all come to me at all means, like, a lot. But back to what I was saying. Bungo Stray Dogs, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Demon Slayer Season 3, which is gonna be a short segue into the final season of Demon Slayer. What else? Mob Psycho Season 3. Mob Psycho Season 3 is gonna be absolutely fantastic. Give me something good. I really fucked it again. Why do I keep doing this? Now I gotta get a whole nother shop and a whole nother different level while I have this basic blood sword. Like, I should have just taken the Abyssal Trident and went on with my day, but no. I wanted to be not the best decision maker in the world. But I digress. And I know that some people will probably be like, oh, what about Dragon Ball Super? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And I know that Soze shares my sentiments. I know that I'm gonna hear about Dragon Ball Super regardless. But me personally, I do not care about Dragon Ball Super and the next season. I just don't. Like, the movie didn't do anything to build the hype for it. I'm just not gonna. Me personally, you know. And I was asked like what I thought about the movie by a couple of other people that were in the stream last time, and I just told them, listen. If you're into Dragon Ball Super, if you love Dragon Ball Super regardless, then you're probably going to like this. There's no doubt about that. If you are someone that messes with Dragon Ball Super regardless, this movie is going to be for you. But if you've seen other anime movies, I'm not going to say it's a hard skip, but you can go your life without watching it and still be okay. So That's all I'm really gonna say about that. An MJF voice. Superhero is mid. Superhero was mid though, honestly. Like, of all the anime movies I had seen thus far, like I said, like I told you before when I saw the movie, the only thing that really appealed to me was the fact that Piccolo was the star of the show and the new androids that were created. Otherwise than that, the rest of that movie was literally just a rehash of like Gohan in the Cell game. And even then, it wasn't even all that good. So like, you know, and then Beast Gohan's design, I don't even really get on character designs like that. But when I saw Beast Gohan, honestly, I was about to flame him cause it looked so stupid. Like, like, oh my god, like Beast Gohan. And you know what? It probably wouldn't have looked as bad if, like, he didn't have his hair. I think his hair is what did it. His hair is really what did it. But, I'm really sitting here flaming Gohan, like, but I need to know, like, what was Toriyama on? Like, I need answers. Now I hurt myself. Well, at least that's a self-inflicted wound in affliction. But yeah, like, I need to know what Toriyama or Toyotaro was on when they decided to design like Beast Gohan. Also, the naming convention for Orange Piccolo. I will never forgive whoever decided to call him Orange Piccolo instead of the Super Namekian. And the bad part is, and I'm pretty sure Main can... Not Main. So, I try not to use real names as much as possible. But it kind of slipped in my anger. But, like, I'm pretty positive that Souza can vouch for me on this. The Super Namekian was established all the way back in Dragon Ball Z, the original Dragon Ball Z. The Super Namekian was established, and I'm not even talking about when he and I'm not even talking about when he I completely forgot. I'm not even talking about when
On your knees.
he fused with Nail or when he fused with Kami. Specifically, I'm talking about before then, when Krillin and Piccolo went to the Grand Elder and the Super Namekian was mentioned along with the Super Saiyan. So it's not like the Super Namekian didn't exist, but to call him Orange Piccolo, bruh, Orange Piccolo. Orange Now, to be fair, I'm happy that they acknowledged in the movie, spoiler warning, by the way, I'm pretty sure, like, most of the people that are in the chat right now really either don't watch it or don't care for it, but I still want to give a spoiler warning anyway, so spoiler warning. Orange Piccolo, well, yes, it is a stupid name, but I'm glad that they remembered that Piccolo actually can change his size, much like he did in the, I forget which number world tournament it was right now. Was it? I thought... Okay, was it... I'm trying to think. Was it... I know it was between the 22nd and the 24th. I think Michael's right and it was the 24th, because I think the 22nd is when Goku fought Jackie Chun, and then the 23rd is when Goku fought Tien in the finals and then lost. So I think it was the 24th. But I'm glad they acknowledged that Piccolo is able to do that and they let that tap into it. But like, I don't know, man. It's the movie. Like I said before, if you are a hardcore heavy Dragon Ball Super fan, regardless, and you go and see the movie, I'm never gonna tell you to not watch the movie, because you're gonna watch it regardless of what anybody really sees, and that's okay. But for me, and also for Souza, it's fairly skippable, honestly. What did I hit? Or did he hit me? I don't know. But, well, that's because what Toyotaro and Toei and what they are doing with Super right now is a lot of it is banking on, and this is one of those other predatory practices, not just with them, but just in general. This is one of those situations where they are preying on people's nostalgia of how dope Gohan was back in the Cell games. They are preying on that and turn that into a whole movie where, yeah, the Elder Namek was shocked to hear that Piccolo lost his life fighting against Nappa and Vegeta. Hold up, let me actually go to my actual stream chat, because I was about to message someone. When he discovered that he was the son of Kataz, he was confirmed to be a Super Namek. Yeah, exactly. So I don't understand why they didn't just allow Piccolo the moniker of a Super Namek instead of giving him like Orange Piccolo. Like, are you serious? But on to what I was saying. The reason that superhero exists is because I guess they expected the Broly movie to outsell Demon Slayer the movie, which didn't happen, although Broly sold incredibly well. They were expecting for it to beat Demon Slayer. It could not. So they decided the next movie, in an attempt to outsell Demon Slayer, would prey on people's nostalgia because of how many people love Gohan, and they decided that they were going to run with that. And ultimately, this happens. You get Cell Max, you get the androids that they have, you get like just a couple of different things. So that's the crazy part.
Like Resurrection and they sold incredibly.
That's the crazy part, because over in like, at least in Japan, because I think in America it's probably going to do a lot better based on everything. And Goku fought Jackie in the 21st, Tien in the 22nd, and then so it wasn't the 24th, it was the 23rd. Okay, gotcha. Die. Anyway, but yeah, like, that's the funniest part. It sold the worst, at least in Japan, because we don't really know too much in America, and like I said, I think in America it'll probably be much better. Not by all that much, but I do think that it'll do much better. But it is funny that, like, you know, the movie actually undersold all the other Super movies combined. It is very funny. But it's also very telling, because I think that means either people have kind of gone off the Kool-Aid of Dragon Ball Super, or there's so much other stuff to watch that's more appealing that they're just like, you know, Dragon Ball Super's on hiatus anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Like, I think that's probably what happened. It made 20 million on its opening week here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because in Japan, it made much lower than that. It didn't even crack 10 million, so...
Yo, it cracked 10 million.
No, the first week, it was like 7 million. And I only know that because there was a video of someone I watched on YouTube who was calculating the numbers. Like, it did really well its first week, and then it went up, but then it stayed stale over the last couple of weeks. Whereas you have something like Top Gun, and this is something that Souza and I were also talking about. We have a lot of different conversations, by the way. But the funny part about all of this is the fact that, what's the word? Is the fact that Top Gun Maverick over in Japan actually sold relatively better than the superhero movie. And I was like, well, damn, if you can't even beat that kind of movie, you are nowhere near ready to take on the Titan that dethroned Hayao Miyazaki. So, I don't know. Like I said, Dragon Ball Super, I'm not really all that excited for in terms of anime. I am excited for like I said before, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, what I think will be the final season of Mob Psycho, Bungo Stray Dogs, hopefully we get Fire Force next year. Worldwide, it currently has made 50.6 million. Okay. I forgot when the movie came to the US, honestly, so I'm not necessarily sure if that's particularly good or particularly bad. But either way, shit, I mean, oh, I got hit anyway. Come on, bro, let me come. And then I got hit again. Yo, you know what? Anyway, this weekend. Oh, so this is all from this weekend? Okay. But either way, shit, now I forgot what I was about to say, trying not to get it, and then ending up getting it. But, yeah, the only thing that and this is kind of what I'm excited to go to Anime NYC about. The one thing that I can't wait for is like any panels that are being done, because I'm hoping that Aniplex comes back. The reason for this is because Aniplex is in charge of Madoka Magica. As my brother just put it, that I was getting to. Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking for the next trailer and maybe possibly a time frame, because I'm hoping like I don't have to wait until 2024. That would kind of suck. Hopefully it'll be like later in like the fall or the winter of like 2023, because I know it's not happening this year, like, and that's perfectly fine. I just don't want to have to wait 10 years for it to finally pop off. Because honestly, if y'all want a relatively good anime, and this is another thing that I actually want to mention, if you want an anime with a decent to really good story with characters you can get invested in that also beat the shit out of each other, yo, I will tell people, listen, hop on this Magical Girl train, because this is Michael. Anyway, because these Magical Girls are out here bodying me. Like, I still, to this day, will argue with anyone that, like, there is no fight in Dragon Ball Super that is better animated or choreographed. Super Broly sits at 124.6 million worldwide. If Superhero needs that, I'm gonna need my industrial flashlight. I'm gonna just blame it on inflation. If that happens. But like I was saying, maybe in the Dragon Ball movie verse, they could get away with this. But in my own humble opinion, I don't think there is any movie that Dragon Ball Super has that is better. Well, Dragon Ball Super is terms of the sequence. There's no fight that they have, to me, that's better choreographed than the epic gunfight between Hamada and Mami from the third Madoka movie. I think that was one of the most beautifully done. I think that was one of the most beautifully done fights that I have ever seen. And I have seen, like, Goku versus Vegeta. I've seen Rock Lee versus Gaara. I've seen Naruto versus Pain, even though the animation for it kind of gets a little wild at one point in time. You know, so even with that, I still think, like, oh, and the first Naruto versus Sasuke fight in the final battle. I know a lot. Epic gunfight, Vash versus Knives. That's another thing I'm actually looking forward to seeing. The Trigun, I think, reboot or remake. I'm not sure which one it is. Because I've seen Trigun a couple of times, but I've never gotten the chance to fully finish it. So I would like to give it a shot a little later on. So I'm glad that that's coming out, because at least at that point I can watch it, and if it's just as good, then I'll just go from there. Because if there's one thing that Main tells me a lot about, it's definitely about trust. So a lot of the older anime, usually Main is the one that tells me about it. Okay, so that's the end of the level. Is there no other shop here? Like, am I just doomed to, like, mediocrity? Oh. That would not be. So yeah, that's another one. That actually reminds me. So in our group chat, Souza, did you actually know Superhero might beat Resurrection F? It only made 64.8 million. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, but
At some point, I gotta start watching those preview movies.
Jesus Christ.
From the individual ones to the All-Stars ones.
You know what? I'm not gonna compliment her, because if I did, I'm pretty sure that, like, I'd be called out for as it were. I'm not gonna. What the fuck is? You know what? I'm not even.
No. Look at this.
Why did you show me that? I was just telling you I didn't want to see it. Now I have to. Now I have to try to burn the image of Davis in a wedding dress out of my brain. No, that's not the point. Just because he can doesn't mean I want to see that. But whatever. I don't want anything to do with that. I have nothing against it, you know, if that's what sells.
I'd like to forget the Super Crown, because that's when Bowsette came. And Peach was clearly...
The Super Crown wasn't even all that bad.
I know.
Besides, it gave the little girl, I forgot her name. It gave the little girl from Full Metal Alchemist, it gave her a chance to live life as a human again. So in my book, I think that's a W. So, oh damn, it's finna beat Battle of Gods. So is all of this, like, as far as it goes in America, like, is that what you're going on?
So we're finally getting a sequel.
Because if these numbers are in America, then I guess it makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. But yeah, if these numbers are in America, then I guess it makes sense. Because as you and I both know, there are plenty more big Dragon Ball heads in America than there are in Japan. Yes, I know there's a Goku. Yeah, I know there's a National Goku Day, I think. But even then, like, it seems like people in Japan... Yeah, worldwide is what I'm doing. Oh, okay, no problem. The only thing I remember from Good Burger is the skit that used to be done for all stuff like that. I remember that. No, I know he's in it because they also do that in whatchamacallit. They do it in I know who's in it because they do it in All That. That's where it originally came from. But Phaser, you still. I'm not gonna put up with you, bro. Let's go. But like I said, I know a lot of people probably, what's the word? I know a lot more people have watched it here, and then on top of that, there have been a lot more celebrities that have been promoting the movie. Like Selena Vega, for instance. So there are a lot of people that are kind of on the side of the movie. But, yeah, for me, it's, I don't know. It's nothing that I'd go back and watch. Like, I haven't even gone back and watched Broly. And I saw Broly, like, a little after it came out in theaters. So... No, I was talking about me getting hit. I'll read the chat real quick. Japan is more hyped about the new season of Kamen Rider than they are Super. That was proven when the Tournament of Power was happening. Yo, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there one moment where, I think this was also around the time that, One Piece was happening? And they ended up doing better than Dragon Ball Super? It was something about One Piece, if my memory serves me correctly. And everybody was on One Piece in Japan, and they were just completely over Dragon Ball Super. And to be fair, the new season of Kamen Rider looks good. Like, I don't know the full story. I don't even know when it's set to start. But the new season of Kamen Rider does look like. I'm 60. Alrighty. Let me go get this key. Okay. So yeah, the new Kamen Rider season, I'm all the way here for it, bro. I'm all the way turned up for it. I cannot wait. The new Kamen Rider series. I like the new form too, because it looks like a kitsune mask, and I'm all about that kind of aesthetic. So I'm very interested to see how the new Kamen Rider. What? How did it? Holy fuck. You guys will have to excuse me. I'm not trying to die. So. Oh! Oh my lord! God! One Piece and Super did have relatively low ratings that night when Kamen Rider came out with its anniversary episode. However, One Piece ratings were still significantly higher than Super's. I think they are, I don't want to say down bad. I think down bad is like not the right term. But they are really feeling it for whatchamacallit. They are really feeling it for One Piece. And honestly, I can't really blame them because One Piece right now is going crazy. Even though right now I can never see the rematch between Rob Lucci and Luffy, because at this point, Luffy might actually one-shot him. You know, like... Thanks to Ricky, I have a pretty good interpretation of what's going on right now. And, oh boy. The amount of sauce that Luffy is currently giving out right now. I mean, it's still not as crazy as, like, Black Frieza. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you. When I was out said friend's house, right? When I was there, I had mentioned like I had mentioned Black Frieza. I mentioned Black Frieza to Chris. And Chris was like, wait a minute, Black Frieza? What are you talking about? So I showed him that, a bunch of the pictures you had showed me for Black Frieza. And I also showed him Hotel. God damn it. I keep getting hit. Alright, I'm not about to try and do this. I need to start making my way out of here. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Goodbye. I'm not gonna die to y'all. That ain't happening. It's bad enough I already have this short ass range weapon. Oh Lord. I know this is a lot chiller of a stream than the last one that was on Friday. Hold to dash through enemies in front of you. Ooh. So I might want to start building up between the katana and the outfit. I'm glad I didn't die before I got the katana. So that way I can unlock it later on when I get lots of cells. I just gotta make sure to unlock it. But yeah, this is a much more chiller and laid back stream, which I don't mind, and I hope, for the most part, whether you're lurking or whether you're active in the chat, that you guys are having as much of a good time as I am. Like I said, even though this is primarily kind of chill. At least chiller than when I first came back. Because when I first came back, it was a mess. It was everywhere. It was madness, but it was the good kind of madness. It was a madness I prefer than, like, you know, just kind of. Now you mentioned the chat. Now you mentioned chat room earlier. Did I? Because I don't think I mentioned, because I was out said person's place yesterday when I went out to, you know, cut some grass. And it, oh! Oh no! Okay, what were, no, you asked if I saw something. Oh, I was saying that, I showed all of the memes of, I was saying that I showed all of the memes to... You'll have to excuse me for a second, because now... Thank you. Oh my lord! Oh my god, I might actually, if I die here, I'm gonna be furious. These sneaky tracers, and then the trap. I mean, at least if by chance I do die, you know, I could always just, like, you know, but, oh god, a turkey, thank goodness. So yeah, I was showing Chris a lot of the memes in regards to, like, Frieza with the fitted and the Tims, and the fitted, the Tims, and the bottle of Hennessy. I was showing Chris that, and Chris was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And so I was showing him the meme that you showed me, where it was like, "Oh, I don't want to be a ghoul, turns into a ghoul. I don't want to be a vampire, turns into a vampire. I don't want to be, a Titan, turns into a Titan." I'm not gonna say the actual thing here, but Once you get the Frieza and Frieza turns black, you understand. I'm not gonna say anything more than that. So, there you go. Alrighty. I'm glad I have my stuff ready for work tomorrow already. I just need to make my lunch for tomorrow. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my god! These launchers! I am so sick of you! Oh my god! I don't want to be in my... That's the way to do it, yes! Precisely! You know what? Let me find this clockmaker's key so I can hurry up again. Or let me find a shop. Because I have plenty of money. I just need to find a place to spend it. You're not going anywhere. No, they're not. What? How did... Now I'm starting to get mad. Now I'm starting to get mad. These launchers! And this knife is way too short ranged, bro. Give me the money. Now I have to use my last potion, which means now I'm playing this on a significantly harder mode. Fuck out of here. If I could just find... Yes, please let this be... This is traps. I don't need traps. That sounds really bad out of context. Anyway, like I was saying, oh, Lord! Die! 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 I do not have it in me to... How are they so accurate? Come here. My God. See, I'm not gonna beat the time people with this. Thank you. I'm gonna send you something that's gonna make me hate the internet just a little bit more. What could you possibly send me that would make me hate the internet more than I already do? Because I think that'd be an accomplishment in and of... You know what? I'm so... Now I'm starting to get frustrated, bro. Because now... No! No, the poison miasma is coming from me. I'm just getting jumped. And partially because of these things. Thank God. No. Assassin's Dagger, no. You know what? The shrapnel... 1046, 1080. The shrapnel axis. I'll take it. What else is here? Nope. I'll take the shrapnel axis. Alright. Let's go. I need to get out of here before I actually die.
Oh yeah, those scrolls. Little Noah has his...
Oh god, it's a TikTok. You send me a TikTok? Why? Why do you send me a TikTok? That seems to be all my friends. Everyone sends me TikTok. Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. Can't believe I'm about to watch a TikTok on a live stream.
It's about to be bad.
Well, I don't know. So, let me exit this. No! 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 No!
I knew it.
No! I hate it! I hate it! To Goku, to Vegeta, to Broly, to Bardock. No!
Yeah.
Let me get focused again, cause like that's fine, that's fine. See, now Mouth is dying. Main, if I die, I solely blame you. Let's finish this. And this is where things get a little bit more complicated. I said your hatred XP has increased a little bit, especially since I almost died. And I told you, if I died, I was blaming you. I made this abhorrently clear. I won with 14 health left. Woo wee! Oh my god. That was intense. Yeah, I don't care. Three. Let's see this katana. Oh. Oh. Yeah. All right. I dig that. Wait a minute. All right. Bet. It's Morbin time. I'm sorry y'all had to hear that. I was quoting my mom on something. But, yeah, I saw it, and all I see is Frieza's just like, hey, yo, I can say the N-word, and then the song starts, and I'm just like, ah! I hate it so much. So much. Oh, my lord.
Did you win?
Yeah, thankfully I won.
Hey, you got your katana.
We're about to see how it works in a little bit. Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. You know, I do wonder if Toyotaro and Toriyama realize just how many memes they have done. Finally, the Yankees broke their losing streak. They beat the Blue Jays just now. Oh yeah, that was the Mets, right? That was the Mets, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the Mets doing the damn thing. I know it was one of the New York teams. But big ups to the Yankees for finally ending their defeated streak, as it were. Yeah, apparently they were getting clapped! Much like I am just now, but much worse. What? Alrighty. Like I said, if I don't say too much, it's not because I don't want to talk in the chat, it's because, like, but like I was saying, it's not that I don't want to mention anything in the chat. I'm just really trying not to die. Because honestly, it is in fact a long way back, contrary to popular belief. So like, Why? Can I just hurry up and find the lighthouse, bro? Can I just hurry up and find the lighthouse? Oh! Gaster, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I hope that you in fact enjoy your stay. I should probably set a few ground rules for streams going forward. Just so that nothing happens to go wrong. But yeah, welcome in. The Mets 2-0'd the Yankees a while ago, and the messed up part about it is that's the team they face next for the next upcoming game. Ooh. Oh, you don't know Dead Cells? So, essentially, Dead Cells is an action-adventure roguelike game. I've been playing it for a long time now, but only got good at it around like 2019, 2020, and only got better when I actually started streaming it, so... But I'm watching this live. Okay. Well, thank you for coming in anyway. I appreciate it. Say, Gaster, out of curiosity, was your name based off of Gaster from Undertale? Just out of curiosity. Because that's the first thing that comes to mind. Because I like pixel games. Honestly, pixel games are very underrated. You know, like, I feel like, and I've had this conversation before with one of my friends. I feel like in regards to pixel games, they're very unrelated because they're not what you would consider like super big AAA titles. But my brother, along with myself and Dead Cells, we have legitimately seen like a bunch of different pixel games and also indie games, and literally, even though they don't look as good as like something that happens to be in like extreme 4K or something like that, like a lot of them, whether it be story wise, whether it be gameplay wise, a lot of them tend to hold up a lot better than some other, I guess you could call, what's the name of it? What's the name of this character? So the name of this character is actually just the Prisoner. I did some more lore on him. It turns out that he was actually a prisoner, but he's like this because he was experimented on and is now trying to find out the truth behind the virus that's been spreading. But the crazy part is, this body that I'm controlling isn't really him. This little blob right here, this is him. He just controls the whole body. And I learned that when I unlocked the specific room for him to be the rune for him to like to be able to detach his head like that. A cool and fast game. Yeah, this game can be very fast paced, and if you're not careful, you can end up very much dead very quickly. And the problem with that is, like I said, this is kind of a roguelike game. So once you learn that, like, you only have a certain amount of... Oh my god, oh, okay, I'm dying. You'll have to excuse me as I'm talking about this. Yes! Sucks it. Woo! Imagine being the Dragon Ball superhero movie released in theaters at the same time as Spider-Man No Way Home. Wait, did that really happen? Did it really get released next to Spider-Man? Because if it did, oh man, that's a struggle in and of itself. But back to what I was saying, this is a very fast-paced game. But like I said, with it being a roguelike kind of game, it's more so something that's like a learn as you go. So you really have to play a certain level of careful when you do play it. In the beginning, you're gonna die a lot, but once you actually learn the game, like I said, it's really fun, it's fast-paced. It has a lot of cool weapons, too, which I find really hilarious, because one of them is just like a nunchuck, literally made of 2 frying pans. Okay, if I die here, oh my god, no, I'm not having this. Nope, I'm done. Nope, I'm out of here. Nope, let me out. Where is it? Where's the lighthouse? Oh my god, really? I'm gonna have to take it all. I don't want to. Nah, Spider-Man released in December, but just know it made over 1 billion. So yes, superhero would be looking kind of tight-paced. I mean, like I said before, a lot of people are realizing that, like, superhero... A lot of people are realizing that superhero is just not what it was cracked up to be. Let me out. I'm leaving. I cannot risk dying this far in, bruh. I cannot risk that. So I might make a couple of adjustments. What do I have? 48. Alright, I have 30. Alright. So I'm actually Hattori's Katana. Colorless, the highest level applied. The victim's remains explode, launches a grenade, da 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 da. Alright, so we're gonna take one more swing at the lighthouse, and then after that, win or lose, I'm probably going to end the stream because it is 5 p.m. I'm kind of getting used to doing longer streams, since I think I might be doing them like Friday and Sunday, or like Saturday and Sunday, or like Friday and Saturday. It's gonna be some combination of the weekend, minus I would say some combination of the weekend minus a couple of things. So. Oh my god, I hate that. Alrighty. Oh god. Oh god. What? Oh, no, I can't choke. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Again. That's all the potion I got left. And I already died, so if I die now, that's it. It's game over. You know, no pressure. No pressure at all. Oh, Jesus, I did this again! Okay, she didn't hit me. She didn't hit me. That's the most important part. Oh, my lord! Oh, I'm actually gonna die. I think this is... Oh, here we go. What? So I can't kneel down if she's that close. Bet. And she breaks my things. Oh, I choked it. I choked it. Once I died again. Is this fight just impossible? Oh my god. Alright, well, I think I've done enough for today. So, but I did unlock the katana, and the katana is actually pretty good. But I think I'm gonna leave that for today. I'm actually gonna try and do some research between now and the next time I decide to stream, so I'm a little bit better off. Hopefully my frustration hasn't led anyone astray in regards to streaming this. Because it is fun. I really do like it. It's just, man, oh man, once you run into that wall and then you have to fight like 2 other bosses in order to get to the shipwreck so you can get to the lighthouse, it's a maddening task. But that's enough of my frustration for today. Hopefully everyone who came by enjoyed the stream. Thank you guys for showing up. If you'd like, leave a like on the I'm messed up because of that fight. If you'd like, leave a like on the stream and comment any moments that you like, anything that I could do better. Because like I said, I'm just now getting back into this, and even when I wasn't the best at it going forward either, so I made a lot of mistakes. But thank you guys for showing up, for being here. I may play a different game next week just to give myself a break from this, honestly, because as much as I love Dead Cells is extremely stressful. So I might just get to the lighthouse fight off stream and then do the fight on stream and see how that goes. But once again, I can't thank you guys enough for whoever popped in, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. I almost said Saturday. Your Sunday evening, and enjoy the rest of the week. So until next time, I am out. Bye guys.